Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
A young dad allegedly started a blaze that killed 3 of his children by setting a pillow on fire and hurling it at his partner, seconds before a second explosion engulfed their home in flames. Dean Heisman, 28, allegedly barricaded his partner Stacey Gamage, 29, and their kids inside their Housing Commission home in Lalor Park, in Sydney's West, at about 1 a.m. on Sunday, and set it on fire. 2 boys, aged 3 and 6, were given CPR at the scene and rushed to Westmead Hospital in a critical condition, where they died of their injuries. Firefighters found the body of a 10-month-old girl inside the home. The children's mother had to be sedated after detectives told her 3 of her children had perished in the inferno. Her 4 other children survived the blaze. Investigators have spent the last 2 days looking for clues as to what sparked the blaze. Heisman allegedly threw a pillow on fire at his partner, which was partly responsible for igniting the blaze, reported the Daily Telegraph. Investigators are also probing whether Heisman allegedly used an accelerant after a second explosion engulfed the home in flames moments after he threw the fully alight pillow at his partner. Among the evidence removed from the house were 2 water bottles with a brownish petrol-like liquid inside. Police allege Heisman held the front door shut when emergency services arrived and shouted, "Let me die here," as the children screamed for help inside. It is further alleged he dragged some of the children back inside as they tried to escape. Heisman is reported to have suffered burns to his skin and throat and the effects of smoke inhalation during the tragedy. He remains in an induced coma as detectives wait to interview him. His condition reportedly worsened on Monday, the Daily Telegraph reported. Neighbors told Daily Mail Australia that all 3 front rooms of the home were quickly engulfed with flames, before power lines began to spark and snapped off the house. Local resident Jared Hawkins, whose daughter was friends with one of the surviving children, was hailed a hero after rushing to the burning home and saving a 9-year-old girl and her 3 brothers, aged 4, 7 and 11. The eldest boy told his rescuers, "Dad tried to kill me." Once Mr. Hawkins left the burning home with 4 children, they were placed on the other side of the road before another neighbor Damien Dubois decided to move them away from the scene. "I had the 4 kids, and they were cold, so we picked them up and took them into the back room of my place," Mr. Dubois told Daily Mail Australia. "I was trying to console them. The 2 younger kids weren't saying anything, so I picked them up and took them out of the way of all this trauma. They didn't need to watch it all." Mr. Dubois recalled Heisman taking some of the children on quad bike rides around the local neighborhood just a few weeks ago. Family friends arrived at the scene after news of the tragedy broke on Sunday, with many leaving floral tributes. One family friend, Douglas King, added, "I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes." Heisman was always with his kids, and he was good to the kids, nice, calm and collected. "He was telling me last year he had a newborn on its way." Mr. King said he was shattered by the tragedy because he thought Heisman, who he affectionately called Dino Remo and Dino the albino, was a respectful person with morals. He added, "Dino was a good person. It's mad. It's devastating. I hope the kids fight through it. I hope they survive. I feel bad for Stacey." Another said, "I've known Dino since we were grasshoppers in preschool and I can't believe this." Mr. Hawkins has since set up online fundraising page to help support family members once they've released from hospital. During a press conference on Sunday, Blacktown Police Acting Superintendent Jason Pietruszka said Mr. Hawkins' actions at the scene saved further lives from being lost. He was unable to confirm whether Heisman was armed while trying to stop others from entering the property, but he said that would be a line of inquiry within the coming days. Homicide Squad Detective Superintendent Danny Doherty said police were treating the fire as a domestic-related multiple homicide. He said that Ms. Gamage and her surviving children are being treated at Westmead Hospital for burns and SM.